Hello, good evening, and welcome to, what day are we? Wednesday today. So Wednesday night, Stamping with Sandra. So let's just wait for a few seconds just to see who pops in and sees me. And it's telling me I'm connected to YouTube and to Facebook. So last week I was away, Wednesday, Sunday. I had a really good time. And today I'm going to share with you one of the projects that I did in a class down south. Yes, a long while from home. But hey, I was asked to do it. I was attending an event as a cancellation place, and I was asked to do a presentation and a workshop. So that was good. So let's get down. Excellent, Shaz. Lovely to have you join me. I'm in the right place. Let me get you down onto the table. You're all good. Excellent. So we're here. We're ready to go. You've got me in the corner. And let's get down onto the table. Could probably get you in a little bit closer than that, actually. Just a tad more. It's a smallish card. It's a note card size. I think that's Marilyn. By the look of the combination of the letters on YouTube, I think that's your username. So I'm ready to go. So I'm going to say I'm showcasing you a little project. It is going to be one of my projects by post that I'm going to be releasing. Hi, Anne. Lovely to see you as well. So this is going to be a project. Those who visit my studio and come for ad hoc classes, then this is going to be a project that's going to be available for you. So I am just going to whiz the top of a project. I'm doing a sneak peek here, and I'm going to say this is a project with these designer series papers, and inside we have 4 note cards and envelopes. Did I take out the one I'm doing today? No, I haven't. I'm going to take one out of that box, and this is the one I'm going to be sharing with you today. It is a cute handbag, and you will have half a pack of note cards in there. There will be other designs as well, but for now, this is going to be the one I'm sharing tonight. So again, I'm going to whiz you in closer because it looks really tiny on there. Maybe I'm not in the middle of the table. Let me come this way a bit, and I don't like having the grid mat not square. There you go. I don't want to send you cross-eyed. Oh, excellent. Yeah, sorry, I was just a bit late checking in again. I was frantic. I was cold in here. You notice I've got a big chunky jumper on. I was cold in here. The fire was lit earlier, the wood burner, but it went out, and it's cold in here because it's clay lumped. So hey, oh, I'll put that one back in. No, that's my sample that I'm going to show you. I have my kit here. I have lots of spare bits that I had from the class. And as I say, this is going to be a class in the post for you. If you're lucky enough to see it in person, it is. I'm really excited about it. I was really excited. The ladies down south, absolutely gobsmacked. There is an awful lot of prep for me, but I did it to make it usable in a shortened class for them. So if you're able to come here, you'll be able to do it relaxed and be cheaper because you'll be doing it yourself. Okay, so shall I show you this sample, or shall I just... No, I'm just going to make it, and then I'll show you that one at the end. Okay. There's lots of oohs and ahs because these ladies were all strangers to me. Lots of oohs and ahs as I was giving them lots of tips and hints, things that you guys probably follow me and you know anyway. But anyway, I'm going to start this off. Here is my bag of bits. Okay, so let's tip everything out. There's some bits in there as well. So this is how they receive their kit. And I'm going to start from the bottom and build things up. Now, for the sake of tonight, I am a tease cowl. Yes, definitely. They did absolutely thoroughly enjoy it. And because they were brand new to me, it was even better because it was harder work for me because I didn't know what to expect. Some of them might now come along and join me because they have got my details on their instructions. I'm going to get a clean bone folder because this is the one I use for inking my stamps, and I don't like it seeing things stained. So this is my first piece. Now, as you know, our note cards, if I grab one of these out of my box, our note card size is folded in half. Okay, we're not using it for this one. I did substitute, so I took one note card out, left the envelope and gave them this as the base card. This is going to be the same size. So we are looking at note cards are 5 inches by 3.5 inches. Okay, so we have scored this one in half and I'll discard that. We have scored it 5 inches. We've scored it at 2.5. Okay, so this is the half a piece. It seems a little bit twee, but hey, I think you're gonna like it. So I was really excited. So kind of they got me full blast, excited with my project, and they did a fabulous job. So I have cut these in advance, and in most cases they will probably meet across on the designs. Not necessarily always. I tried to do the best I could to match their designs. There we go. No, not quite. No, maybe these ones aren't. I tried if I could to cut them sensibly, but it doesn't really matter because there is a break in the middle. So we are going to, and we are using the back of this as well. So just take the back off my Tombow and put some Tombow on the back here. So we're lining these two pieces. Our card is a fancy fold. It is a Bendi. It's a mini Bendi, but it's so cute when it's finished. So this is going to go in the center of my scored panel. Okay, I have done the full size version. I will post that later because I've done a full size version on here at some point in the past. I can't remember when it is, but I will look it up and I will share that one with you. So this is both halves. So the papers we are using are the free ones from Celebration. They are certainly my favourites at the moment. So that is my back layer. And then we have another layer here. I need to find, I had my copy of the instructions here. So I will, did I show you the kit? I can't remember. I can't remember which side my head's screwed on at the moment. So here is part of their kit with some bits and pieces in. They had 1 sheet of each of the dimensionals, 10 note cards and envelopes, 2 strips of the rhinestones, embossed pieces, and a bag of bits as well as their kit. So each kit I handed out in person because I know what people are like. They muddle things up and then the bits go everywhere. And they get excited and they have a struggle to match things up. So this is unfortunate that I'm on a black paper. So let's go to a white piece of white and see if that helps. So this piece here measures, my second piece, was 4.5 inches by 2 inches. And we scored it at 2 1/4 and then 1/2 inch from each end. So I'm just going to burnish all of those folds. Okay, like so. Shaz Smudge is saying hello. We think she must be poorly today because when my friends were here earlier, we were doing this. We were helping one of our friends come up with some wedding stationery designs, and they saw this card, and it proves to give some good hints and ideas. So that's all I'm saying. So I'm going to put these 2 pieces on here. These are, once this is scored, I have just cut the layers just very slightly smaller to fit on here. Okay, I might have to let that scratchy cat in. That looks like it's upside down to me, so I'm going to turn it around again. Okay, so we're in the centre there. Oops, it moved. There we go. So we have a piece in the centre that is basically a fold, and we're going to apply tape to the back of these 2. Let's get some tape out. Thought I got it out somewhere. There it is. Okey-doke. So tear and tape is lovely. I put this against the fold or down the middle, whichever you like, to make sure that that's going to adhere. Pop your nail against the end, just at the top here, and tear, and it will come off. Okay. I know we had a conversation this afternoon that the OCD people like to actually cut those so that they're straight. Your adhesive is lost in the middle. Yes, Shaz, I will give her a treat at the end when I finish. When girls were here, she did have some this morning, but this afternoon someone came in and she wasn't taking any of them, so hey, she just slept through. So can you see what I've just done there? I've lined this up with the fold in the center with the fold at the back, okay, And the flaps that we had under here are just tucked under. So they are adhered down. Okay, so that's 2 layers. And you know what I meant to do? I meant to fold do those the other way over. What shall I do? Shall I quickly cut a couple of little pieces? I think I will. Let me just let the cat in. Noisy boys. Right, so Smudge is here. The trouble is, where is the trimmer? Buried. Excuse the clattering. I did mean to do those on the back side of those papers, so I'm using the front and the back. So I'm just going to find another piece in here. These are our beautiful, beautiful papers. So in my bag of bits, I will just take a piece out and trim those down. I've got both of them in now, Shaz. Okay, you know I love to use my scraps. There is no wastage, and they did learn how to use the backs of their strips for their envelopes. So I'll show you that in a sec. So the measurements for this piece, let me just look those up. 2 pieces, back, middle, 1 1/2 and 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 this way. Oh dear, I need a photo. Smudge is sat dead opposite me. So funny. Okay, so we keep those strips. You see this little tiny piece here, that will come in handy later. So we'll cut that and we'll cut it in half at 1 1/2. Probably can you just about see the cutting on there. Smudge will have treats afterwards. Keep the chair clear because she's no doubt going to come and sit on the chair next to me. So yes, I know I'm wasting that piece of paper, but just make sure that they cover. Oh, I can't have it slightly bigger, slightly smaller. Can I? That one might be okay. And this one, that seems to be a better fit. So there you go. So these, I do use the fronts and backs of the paper. Stampin' Up! Do such a fabulous job of matching up their colours, their coordination. You normally have a busy paper and then a slightly more muted one. So this is this one. So forgive me covering this up. I don't normally do this. But you'll see the after effects will be well worth it. Okay. So I'll put that one down there. I'm just trying to bite a box that's on the table. So there we go, we're square on there. So you can see kind of where that one's going. So then the next piece is our long strip here. And it has just a little overhang either end. Okay, so I will just bone fold those. There and there. And again, I will just tear and tape this. It just goes through the middle there and tear it off. And the middle there and tear it off. Okay, these I normally just pick off with my nails. I will actually just decorate that one first. So the strip that went on here just fits in the middle there. So you can do these whatever border size you like. So you can see now I've got the floral, the backing and the floral. Okay, pop this along here. And there we go. And that just fits in the middle. There, and about the same border on the end there as well. And as you know, the Tombow just gives us that wiggle room. Okay, pick those off. And this end. There we go. So these pieces here are going backwards, like so. And we're going to lay these, they fit exactly to size. So we're going to lay these at the front, along the bottom edge here. One there. And one just on that end there. Okay, now I press these down by adding my bone folder in the middle here, under there. So we've already done the inner one, and one here as well. And there, when we bend this card, it folds flat in the envelope, so like so. Okay, but when we pop it up, because of the bend here, this will naturally curve. Okay, somebody said about just curving that over your fingers. You can do if you want. There is really no reason because it's going to go flat in the envelope. Okay, but it bounces out and it gives you a 3D look. Okay, so it is note card size. It is smaller than the usual design for those. Okay, so that's the first pieces. I have got a couple of the floral images here that I have used to highlight the edges of the paper. I think we've covered this before, where you have the edges round, let me just try and grab a piece. Say like the edges round here, always use these edgy pieces of your card, of your papers. Doesn't matter where you put them, you can fussy cut around these ones that don't have the die, and you can use those for anything that's butting up against an edge or even a corner, because that could fit in the bottom corner of a card, okay, or a liner, or the front of an envelope. Okay, so that's all I've done there. So I've got two of those. I did have dimensionals out on the table somewhere. Okay, leave that one out. So dimensionals, some big ones and some smaller ones. So we will use whatever's appropriate. Now I'm going to place these. I'm going to put one at the back here. So I want the leaf to actually be just sort of coming out the corner there like so. We need to keep the middle fold free, and I'd like to have some dimension behind there. So I'm going to put this one. This one's going to come along here like so. Let's do that one first. So we're only putting dimensionals along the bottom here. So it might be better to have the little ones here, or some of your strips of your offcuts around the edges. Okay, because it's not being adhered all the way up, I am putting generous on there just to be able to secure that edge fully and it won't fall off. Okay, there we go. And so this one is going to come along the front here, and it's going to attach to the back of this piece. Okay, just like so. So it still gives it that 3D. It's got the dimension in here, just behind there. And then this one is going to come along this side. Now, I think because of the way the leaf is, I'm thinking I'm going to trim this leaf off, just because I don't want it going over the edge in the middle there. So I'm going to trim this one away. Okay, we have partial leaf there, so we're not going to waste it. And I'm going to apply this one first, sticking that along the bottom. I can move that all the way over. I feel a bit croaky tonight, ladies, so I have had a bit of a cough. So if you think I'm being a bit deeper voice tonight, you will be accurate in that one. 1, 2, 3 across there. Take those off. Like so. Are you still there? So this one's going to come up here. So it's going to come under this layer and just bring that over a little bit like so. Press on it, and that's given us another dimension. Now this part of a leaf could actually be adhered just behind there somewhere, wherever you want to place that. Okay, so you could just have a little piece coming out the side there, a little pointy piece. So I think I'm going to a little bit of Tombow just to the front there. It's not actually a true leaf. I might just leave that one off. Okay, leave that one for now. We've got leaves down here. You could always find another image, but you have got leaves coming out here as well. Okay, so for the next bit, I need to go to my bits. I don't know if I've got some spares in here. I don't think I have. So in this, one of my empty pouches here, these are the ones that have the dies in. When I have these bundles, I put the dies inside the case. You've probably seen me do that. So this is the stamp set that coordinates. So inside here, I have my stamps and my dies. A couple of these have gone a little bit bendy on me. Okay, and then I have the stamps this side. Okay, this one's on my Stamparatus at the moment. Okay, just use that one. I'm looking for the little plaque that I've put inside here. So let's just see. It will probably be in their little bag of bits in here. So, because this was one of the kits as it was ready packed for my customers. So under here, I pre-cut, so these were stamped on site, a couple of these. And just to give you a little bit of choice, we either have this one, okay, in the the pink. Not pale pink. Name has escaped me tonight. It will be on the back of the papers. Petal pink. Sure, it's petal pink. On the back here, where are we? Basic black, blackberry bliss, calypso coral, evening evergreen, fresh freesia, mossy meadow, and petal pink. So there we go. We have petal pink or the calypso coral. So because my other card has got this one, I'm going to pop that to one side and I'm going to do this one. Okay, and again, this is going to be mounted on the mini dimensionals. I'm really in need of a hot cup of tea after this because I'm so croaky. Okay, I'm going to tap that on there and pick that one up. I'm going to place that in the centre of that panel, like so. Okie doke, there we go. So there we are finished. Now, if you wanted to, they did have some gems. You could put some gems through there as well. But then we're going to just move on quickly to the card, the envelope, and then make the envelope for that to go in. We have here one of the note card cards, so that's going to fit in there perfectly. Okay, so that's done. So on here, let's switch this out of the way now. We are going to apply the adhesive to here. I had some of those skinny strips you saw earlier. So I had a piece there. So I used that piece. I used that first. Oh, thanks, Jackie. So this was the front of the papers, and I've just going to put a little bead down the middle of the tombow. Okay. Just through that middle piece, all the way along. Not right to the ends because it's going to hang over a little bit. So this is going all the way up to the fold, but not over the fold because we need it to bend. Okay, if you want to test it before you press it down, you can just close that envelope and make sure it's nicely at the top. Okay, press it down. We'll trim the ends off at the end. Now, just because I had a big panel of this one, okay, when I placed this on here, I thought it was a little bit too florally. So I decided to put a little piece of black in there as well. So we will apply the adhesive, as we've done before, to the rest of this envelope flap. It's coming all the way around the sides, scribble through the middle, okay, and then this plaque on the back here. So you can bring those up to meet each other, but use whatever scrap you have left over. If you need to, you can use a piece of cardstock here. So you could split it. If I just show you on another one. So this was the back of another envelope where we'd got card, we'd got the paper, and then I bridged the gap like I'm doing now with a piece of contrasting card. So you can decorate all your envelopes. We did have a bit of a giggle because Sandra does say the wrong things sometimes. So yeah, and the ladies I was stood next to, I saw her shoulders chuckling, and because of the term I'd used to, yes. But that was good. I did apologise for myself at the start of the class. So they all had lots of fun. So I'm going to place this through the middle of those and along the other side. Okay, make sure it's nice and even. Okay, then it's looking really pretty. Now we simply turn it over and with our scissors, just let that glue smooth out. With our scissors, paper snips, we're just going to cut this, trim this off. Now if you're really thrifty, you could get another strip off there as well. Okay, just that little narrow piece that we used before. Okay, I like to show you value for money. Okay, so we're coming all the way around here. And down the other side. Okay, so that strip could be used again. Okay, and there is our finished envelope. Look how beautiful that is. Just to finish off our card, it just makes it really, really nicely. And then this is our envelope, our card that goes with it. So the card will fit inside the envelope. Okay, another tip, if you're trying to put a card in the envelope, if you pop it in this way, you'll get all of these pieces will be popping up. So what I recommend you do is turn it over and put in the envelope that way, because your hand is helping feed that in and it won't get caught. Whereas if it comes this way, you'll be catching it at every little level, under the paper, everything. Okay, so it just goes in that way. Okay, for now we'll leave that out, and then here is the other one in the other greeting colourway. Okay, and the envelope done the same. Okay, strips can vary on the back there, it really doesn't make a difference. Okay, so I hope you like that card today, complete with croaky throat. Okay, I will take a photo of those and mount those for you onto the site, onto the page. So the class, it is a handbag and it is a set of 4 cards with some bonus instructions as well. You can, some other pictures you can copy with your spare papers. Okay, they do get a generous, let me just bring that over, take that off and bring you over. You do get a generous pack of the paper as well. It is a free item. If you spend £45, you will get the class for half price. Okay, so I will be putting a graphic up for that probably on Friday. So do bear with me. And if you're interested in having that, if you're overseas and you want just the tutorial, then just we can do that one as well. Okay, so that's all from me at the moment. We have 2 more weeks left of the celebration. So that will be coming to an end soon. And then there's the new product that's coming out for new online exclusives from March. There's some new things coming up along as well. But if you want the free items to choose with your £45 or £90 spend, then you need to be getting those in by the end of this month. So remember, we only have 28 days in this month. So we have 2 more weeks. And then the joining instructions, the joining offer as well. If you have a long wish list, I've just had a lady come to me yesterday who wanted to make cards to sell locally, as she has an outlet for those. And I said, depending on your budget as to how we process this, and because she wants to do the long term and feed her outlet that she's got to sell these cards at, the 3rd offer of the celebration was her best offer. She has ordered her kit. Hi Helen, lovely to see you here. She ordered her kit, the £170 worth of products that she chose, that we put together basically with tools and some other nice playful things to use to start her off. So £170 of products for just £99. Okay, free postage as well. So she went away a very happy lady. She either had that or the option of doing the celebration option and have some freebies, but this way was the best value for her, because she's had the stamparatus and the trimming, the paper cutting, paper trimmer, and all the tools that she needs to get started. So really, really good offer. So if you want to know more, then please just shout and let me know. Okay, so that's all for me for now, and I will be back again on Sunday as usual, hopefully minus a croaky throat. If not, I will have lozenges and a cup of tea beside me. Okay, so take care, stay safe, and get in touch if there's anything you would like me to help you with. Okay, not the washing or the ironing or anything like that. I mean the crafty side. Okay, so take care. And